A1C, is it still a good test for diabetes and prediabetes? It's a good test. I use it a lot, but it's extremely unfortunate because most doctors think that is how you make a diagnosis of diabetes. And you can see it all the time. And even here in America, so in the US, they say, well, that is the definitive diagnosis. No, stop. I've got a slide and we've covered it on a few different videos. AACE, American Association of Clinical Endocrinologists, has said this. Don't use A1C to make a diagnosis of diabetes because it involves hemoglobin as well as glucose levels. Anything that changes your hemoglobin can change your A1C, and that would be the genetics of hemoglobin. We talked about that already. We've already had one viewer talk about thalassemia with genetics of hemoglobin, kidney disease, liver disease, pregnancy. There's so many things that can cause changes in A1C. Now, here's another thing to note. The vast majority of my full-blown diabetics have A1Cs clearly less than 5.6. And here's why. They're watching their diet. They're doing the lifestyle changes they need to do. So even though they have full-blown diabetes, their blood sugars are rarely going over 120. Again, so you need to do a better test. What we recommend is what's called a GTT, glucose tolerance test. You take a glucose blood level, you drink the 75 or 100 grams of glucose, and then you get numbers, time periods afterwards, half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's far better. And you pick up another 20% of people with disease if you actually also get insulin values as well. Fasting or basal insulin, as well as insulin at each one of those testing periods. And some people will say, especially the more academic guys, you can tell them, they'll say, oh no, I get HOMA-IR. HOMA-IR, they're talking about what they do with HOMA-IR is they look at the ratio of fasting glucose to fasting insulin. And that's very helpful. But I have people with perfect HOMA-IR numbers. When you challenge them, go into full diabetes. So again, full diabetics with totally normal HOMA-IR numbers.